Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve. So in this video, we're going to talk about the terms beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And are they just ego terms used to bully, or do they have validity? Are they something that can be a useful tool for lifters? Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right. So I'm about to show you a clip. And you can find the clip is from a podcast that I just released with Fazlifts. It's about an hour long, and you can check out the full clip down below. Now, in this podcast, we get into the beginner, intermediate, and advanced realm. We talk about these terms. We kind of define what they are, and we also get into the concept or the discussion. Are these terms just ego terms used to bully, like I'm advanced, you're beginner, you're only a beginner lifter, or are they helpful terms? So I'm going to pull up a clip here right now, let you guys watch it. And again, check out the complete podcast down below. We were talking before we got on a little bit about beginners. Now, here's a scale, correct me if I'm wrong: novice, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then you have late beginner, early intermediate, late intermediate, kind of transitioning periods. So we were discussing this and kind of the concept that are these terms, in the modern landscape, are they useful? Are they all ego? Are these terms just ego? Faz, like, framing yourself, I'm an advanced lifter. Let's start with, do you consider yourself as an advanced lifter?
Yeah, I'd say at this stage I am, for sure.
Yeah. So what do you generally think of these terms? I guess, are they just all ego? Framing who people are. Are we trying to create classes, or are we trying to use these as educational tools?
Yeah, so I saw online on another fella's YouTube just some talk about how the terms and the classifications could be slightly oppressive. So essentially, it could be used as a way to put people down, and it struck a chord with me because I thought, let's think about this a little bit. So I sat back and I meditated on it for a little while. And I thought, well, actually, what do these terms really mean, and what are the usefulness of these terms? Because normally, if something strikes a chord with me, Steve, like if something plucks a nerve, I tend to think about it and think to myself, well, maybe I need to think about this here. Maybe I need to figure out, what's striking me to have a reaction to this. So I sat down and I thought about it, and I thought, okay, well, what are the classifications? And I'd like to know what your definition of the novice is. I kind of loosely, broadly, just to look at them in terms of beginner, intermediate, advanced, and different stages of that. But then I thought, well, what is the purpose of these classifications? And I got to thinking, the way that I've kind of settled upon this as a framework in my mind is that for a beginner, and an intermediate advanced, there are different ways in which they can progress, and typically different starting points for where you might begin their training, so you can individualize it later. But for me, rather than being terms of ego, they're more terms to help me as a starting point for where should I begin to look at the broad principles that I want to apply to this person's training, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a couple points I'd like to toss out here. Number one, if we're going to go down the path that something could potentially be used as a bullying ego, I'm better than you, that's human nature, and we can use that with anything. So that is poor logic, and it negates. I mean, trying to frame one thing as not useful or something that could be used to bully or ego. Come on, that's human nature. We do that with everything. So we can't throw out everything because it has the potential to be misused. That's ridiculous. That's faulty logic. And that's just really a poor way of looking at life, a poor life framework. Now, when it comes to, novice, beginner, intermediate, advanced, I think there's a difference
In these terms, when you are a educator, coach, or just an average Joe or Jane who wants to know, am I a beginner? No, you're a beginner. No, I'm an intermediate. There's a difference. And in the coaching world, these terms are tools to help us understand where you're at and what is appropriate for you.
All right, guys, that's it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I want you to check out the complete discussion link down below. The podcast is on Podbeam, Spotify, and other places. We get into this more, and it's about an hour-long discussion. Really good conversation. We talk about what specifically is a beginner, intermediate, and advanced lifter. And please check out Faz Lifts on Instagram at Faz Lifts and his YouTube channel at Faz Lifts. So, guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.